Okay, well, hello, MoveEasy movers. Welcome to MoveEasy Yoga with Kathy. Today, if you're live, it's Saturday, November 5th, or whatever day you're watching this on YouTube. We're going to start in our usual manner with our legs on a chair. We're going to be in that position for 7 minutes. This puts your back in traction, your lower back. So it's a good start to a yoga meeting. So your lower legs are on the chair, and your lower back is a few inches away. What you want to do is make sure that your lower back, your sacrum area, is flat on the floor, on the mat. That's what puts your back in traction. So we're going to be in this position for 7 minutes. Let me set my timer. Now, you want to breathe normally. Your arms can be wherever they're most comfortable, and just bring yourself, your awareness into the room with you. I'll let you know when 7 minutes is up. Okay, 7 minutes is up. Stay where you are and slowly move your head from right to left 3 or 4 times. Loosen up that neck a little. Now the next thing we're going to do is vagus nerve reset. I need to adjust real quickly here. There you go. So we're still in the same position. Now the vagus nerve, if you don't know, is a nerve that goes down both sides of your skull and both sides of your body all the way down your legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to reset it. So what we do is we keep our head stationary facing front, and the only thing we move is our eyeballs. So with your head facing forward, actually in this case facing the ceiling, just move your eyeballs to the right. Now eventually you'll feel a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. If this is your first time doing it, it may take a while and it may take some practice. But you move just your eyeballs to the right. Excuse me. Oh, mine comes right away because I've been doing this for a while. It may take a while. Once you've experienced that, or you've had your eyes to the right for a couple of minutes, then bring them back to center, looking straight up, and then move just your eyeballs to the left. And it's the same, sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Oh, and again, it comes right away for me because, like I said, I've been doing it for a while. And again, you may not experience this the first time you're doing it. It may take some practice, but what we do is we're resetting the main nerve in our body, the vagus nerve. So go ahead and do it 2 more times on each side without my cueing. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay, finish up. And the next thing we're going to do is our breathing exercise. And today we're going to do box breathing. Now, box breathing is one way of very relaxing breathing. So basically, it's you inhale for the count of 4, you hold it for the count of 4, you exhale for the count of 4, and then hold it for the count of 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Now, everybody might have a different pace, so I'm not going to keep that cadence. Everybody is different, so just do your own rhythm a couple of times. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. go ahead and finish up. The next thing we're going to do is head ramping. Now you can put something different behind your head if you choose. You can keep your support, your washcloths, or whatever you have behind your head. You can put a sponge ball back there or a set of therapy balls. It's up to you. Basically, what we're doing is we are reversing what's called text neck. Looking down at our phones, looking down at our computers all day. Our heads are bent down. So we're going to stretch that. So with our head on our pillows or with our washcloths or whatever it is we support, you just press the back of your neck. Your occipital ridge is that bone between your ears that goes along your scalp line in the back. So we're pressing that portion down towards the floor and holding it. So press, hold, and then release. And press. Your chin follows, but it doesn't lead this movement. It's the back of the neck. Hold, and then release. And press, hold, and then release. One more. Press, hold, and release. Okay, good job. So the next thing we're going to do is hypopressives. So we'll want to move the chair away or move away from the couch if you were on a couch. Now, hypopressives are good for tightening the organs. It's good for incontinence or it tightens the lower abdomen. So the basic position we take is legs bent and heels on floor, feet flexed. Then our arms are up and around above our shoulders like we're hugging a tree. And you flip your palms up so they're facing the ceiling. So the palms are facing the ceiling. Your shoulders are relaxed towards the floor. What we'll do is we'll take 3 breaths. And on the last breath, we exhale air out of our lungs. And then we'll hold it in this position for the count of 15. Now, if you're not used to this and you can't make it to 15, that's fine. Just make it as far as you can. We'll do this in a couple of positions. So now that we're in the position, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is the last one. So inhale and exhale, everything out of your lungs, all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, feet come down. Now the next position we're going to use for this is extended legs. So cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Your hands come up like they did before, only your right ankle is crossed over your left, so your left hand is above your right. And then arms over your head. And this is the position we'll take. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, all the air out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, legs uncross. Now we do the other leg. Left ankle over right. Hands above your head. Right hand on top of left. And here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. All the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale and exhale. So, good job. Let's go ahead and come up to a sitting position. Take your time. We're going to do our regular side bends with lat stretch. So I recommend a cross-legged position. Let me get my timer ready. So we're going to start on my right. Whichever way you start is up to you. So you slide your arm along the mat, and then the other arm comes up and over. You want to keep both your hip bones on the floor. Just go as far as you can over. Now lower your arm until it's parallel to the floor. You should feel a different stretch down your back, under your arm and down your back, your latissimus dorsi. And just hold that stretch. Okay, arm up, torso up. Other side. Slide your arm along the mat. Upper arm comes up and over. Just go as far as you can. You don't need to stretch all the way. You can stop at that first tug that you feel. Should feel it down your side. Now lower your arm till it's parallel. That gives you a different stretch. We're holding each position for 20 seconds. There we go. Arm up, torso up. Good job. Now let's go ahead and switch our legs. Simply because we don't want to stay in one position too long. We're going to do a spine rotation. So put your left hand on your right knee. Your right arm goes behind you with just the tips of your fingers for balance. And then you just rotate your upper body so you're facing towards your right knee. Now in this position, you've got options. You can move your head back and forth if you choose. You don't have to. Or you can move your rib cage back and forth. Or you can do one and then the other, or you can just enjoy the stretch. Just be aware of what part of your body is that you feel in this stretch. This is really good for your back. we're holding this position for 40 seconds. Okay, come on out. Other side. So right hand on left knee, left arm is behind you on your fingertips. Rotate back just as far as you can. Once you feel that that pull, you want to stop. We're not stretching to the point of pain. We're just rotating. And again, you've got your options with your head or your rib cage, or just feel the stretch. All right, come on around. Good job. The next thing is I call this the torso swivel. So basically, we're just moving our torso around in a circle. You can make this circle as big or as small as is comfortable for you. We're going to go one direction and then the other. So just moving around. This is really good for your hips. And again, you can make it as big or as small as is comfortable. We're moving slowly because it gives our brain a chance to register what we're doing. We're going to switch direction in just a few seconds. Keep your back straight during this. Try not to hunch. Okay, switch direction. Again, moving slowly and deliberately. And there we are. Okay. Now, while we're in this position, we're going to do some neck stretches. So I would suggest changing your legs again, or you can change position. If you want to come to a different sitting position, feel free. But for right now, we're going to, I need to get my timer again. We're going to be moving our head and then moving our chin. So just to let you know. So right ear to right shoulder, keep your back straight, shoulders back, right ear to right shoulder. Looking at my timer because we're going to move in just a minute. Okay, now move your chin. So your chin is next to your shoulder and you're facing down. You'll feel a different stretch. And again, keep your back straight, stay in good posture. Chin up, head up. Okay. Other side, ear to shoulder. Try not to lean. I tend to lean, so sit straight up. Try not to lean. Try not to hunch your shoulder. Your shoulders are relaxed. You're just tilting your head. Should feel a stretch on the other side of your neck. Now, lower your chin so you're facing the floor. Should feel a different stretch towards the back. Okay. Chin up, head up. Now we're going to try something different. We're going to be starting in this position, and then we're going to be moving our arms back on each side with our palms facing. We start with our palms facing each other. Again, this is a 40-second timer. So we start with our palms facing each other and then move them back as far as you can without pain. And when you first feel that first tug, stop there. So this is a good chest opener. We're just going to hold this for 40 seconds. Should feel this in your back, or just be aware of where you feel it. There's no should. Okay, come on forward. We're going to do the same thing, only our palms face, the backs of our hands face each other, and then we go back. Same thing. Just have them back as far as you can. Just when you feel that first twinge, though, stop there. You don't want to hurt ourselves. Make sure your back is straight, that you're not hunching. Relax your shoulders. I tend to hunch, so I'm telling me that. All right, there we go. Okay, good job. Now we're going to go ahead and come to our feet. We're going to do some standing on one foot. So give me just a second to set up here. You want to have your chair or something to hang on to nearby. Whenever we're standing, we want to have support. I need to have a platform because I have rugs. Okay. So basically, we're going to just be standing on one foot. Now, you have options on this. You want to always have a chair or a wall nearby. Now, when you stand on one foot, you can either put your knee up, straight up, like this. You can have it in front of your foot. You can have it behind your foot. You can bend it this way, whichever works for you. You know, whichever is comfortable for you. So we're going to do each side for 30 seconds. So we're going to start on the right. Let me get my timer. Okay, right foot up. Again, you've got options. Try not to hold on to the chair, but make sure it's there. A good idea is to focus on something across the room that is stationary and just look at that. Don't look at the computer. Just look at something across the room at eye level. There you go. 30 seconds. Okay, other side. And working on our balance is very important because balance has a lot to do with how you age. So this time we'll be raising our left foot. "30 seconds. Here we go. And focusing on something across the room really helps. There you go. 30 seconds. Good job. Now keep the chair. We're going to be sitting in the chair. We're going to work on our feet today. So, in fact, I think I'll get my platform back. I've got short feet, so or short legs, so I need something under my feet. So here we go. So we are sitting in the chair and we are sitting with good posture. And if you have short legs like I do, you might want something under your feet. Chair normally are too big for me. This chair actually works well. So we're going to start in a figure 4 position. Now, when we put our legs into a figure 4, we want to raise the knee first and then bring the leg over. Don't just twist it. So you raise your knee and then you put your leg over. So here we are. We're going to start by rotating the ankle for 30 seconds. So basically we're just, here we go, 30 seconds one way and then 30 seconds the other way. This is always very good for your ankles. Okay, and now switch direction. If you're like me, you're hearing your ankle crack a little. Okay, now we're going to work on our toes. So we take each toe and we just kind of rotate it, kind of like you're stirring a spoon. Gently grab it and rotate it around in a circle, round and round. Each toe. Spend 5 or 10 seconds on each toe. So you just kind of rotate them. You're sort of loosening them up a little. Each toe. So a lot of times people don't pay attention to their feet, and we use our feet so much. We really need to be paying more attention to them. And then the pinky toe. And we're going to do a toe handshake. And that just means you're putting your fingers in between your toes. And shaking hands with your foot. This is really good. You want to be able to separate your toes as much as possible. They get squished in shoes so much. And once we've done that, the last thing we're going to do is stretch the back of the foot. Now I'm going to put my chair sideways so you can see what I'm doing. So you'll want to sit on the edge of your chair. You want to put the back of your foot on the floor and gently press it. Should feel a stretch on the back of your foot, on the top of your foot. This is something you can do when you're watching TV, sitting in a meeting, even standing at the grocery store line, if you're holding onto a cart. But this is also very good for your feet to do this stretch. Okay. Other foot. So again, lift the leg up and then cross it over. And we're going to do ankle rotation. "30 seconds each direction." Ankle rotation. Strong ankles are really important. They help with our balance, which we've already talked about, but they're just very important. Okay, other direction. Okay. Now we're going to work on our toes. So you just take the toe and gently rotate it. Get it loose in that joint. With each toe. I feel like singing the Little Piggy song right now. But just rotating each toe within its joint, it's always good. Okay. Now let's do our toe handshake. Putting our fingers in between our toes, just as far down as you can get them. Shaking hands with our foot. This always feels good to me. Some people don't like things between their toes, but I do. How do you do, foot? Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is the top of the foot stretch. So every time we do these types of moves, you want to be gentle with yourself. Don't force yourself to do anything that doesn't feel good. So the idea is to get the entire bottom of your foot, and I can't do that, get the entire bottom of your foot on the floor. But anyway, just that is enough for me. I can feel that stretch right there. So, okay, before we go to the next move, just feel your feet and think about whether they feel differently now than before we did all that foot stuff. Mine do. Mine feel awake. So we're going to go back to the mat. Give me just a second here. My own production assistant. And we are going to be on our backs. We're going to do some core work. We love our core work. So core is also very important for balance, always. So the first thing we're going to do is the tabletop legs, tabletop extension. And this is the movement. Your legs are up, legs are out. Don't touch the floor. Come on back. Now there are options. It's not a super easy move. So you can do several different things. You can put your legs up and just put them back down. You can do one leg at a time and extend and then come out. Or you can do one leg at a time and extend that way and come back. Or you can do both legs out without coming up, both legs out and both legs back. So whatever works for you. It's different for everybody. But here's the move. We're going to do this 10 times. So 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm moving slowly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're almost there. 9, 10. All right. Good job. Let's take a quick breather. That's kind of a tough one. The next movement is your left leg is straight, your right leg is bent. We're just going to basically rock this leg 10 times up and then down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. Now switch legs. Right leg extended, left leg bent. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. Now the last movement in this is legs up, and then we're going to alternate like that. Now again, you've got options. If you have trouble with your legs being up, you can just alternate like this. Or you can alternate like this. Whichever works for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, past the halfway point. 7, 8, 9, getting there. 10, last one. All right. Okay, good job, guys. Take a breather. Yeah, core exercises are tough, but they're really, these types of things really help your core. So we're going to roll over. Take your time. Roll over to a prone position, whichever way works for you, and do our back extensions. So what we'll be doing is we'll be face down on the floor with our arms at our sides. And then we're going to come up with our head and shoulders, keeping our head facing towards the floor, stretching our neck the way we did head ramping. Palms are towards the ceiling. We'll hold this position and then come back down. Then we'll come up again and we'll put our arms out like an airplane, hold that position and come back down. Now, if you can't hold up here for 40 seconds, that's okay. Come on down and then come back up. And be careful how far you come up. If you feel it in your lower back, you've come up too far, you want to lower yourself. So let me get my timer. So take a breath to inhale. Inhale to begin. Exhale. Come on up. Again, your face is towards the floor. You're stretching your neck. Your palms are to the ceiling. And again, I can't stress enough. If you feel it in your lower back, lower yourself. If you are okay, you might want to try to come up just a little bit higher. This is good bone building. All right, take an inhale and come on down. Okay, good job. Now this one we're going to do airplane. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come on up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, arms out. Again, if you have trouble holding this position, come on down and then come right back up. This is good core work. So inhale to prepare and come on down. Good job. Now, the next thing we're going to do is a thoracic spine rotation. So basically, you are on the ground, your arms are in a T. Now, if you are facing left, you want to take your left leg and bring it over. From the waist down, you can move anything you want. The idea is to keep both shoulders on the ground while you're doing this. And we're going to do this on both legs. So we'll start on the left. Let me get my timer going. So shoulders on the ground. Left leg comes up. You can do anything you want. You can wave it in the air like you just don't care. Rotate your ankle. You don't need to touch the ground on the other side. If you can, though, go ahead. But you don't have to. Your hip's going to come up. Just keep your shoulders down. Shoulders on the floor as much as possible. So you can bend your knee, flex your foot, do whatever. Okay, come on down. Other side. Look to the right. Raise your right leg. And again, do whatever you want from the waist down. Your right hip's going to come up. Keep your shoulders on the ground. And then flex your foot. Wave it in the air. Touch the ground on the other side or not. I did this once and I felt my whole neck just fall into place. And down we go. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Get into position for Yoga Nidra. We're going to do a 61-point guided meditation. So lie somewhere comfortable. Make sure you're warm enough or cool enough, as the case may be. Might want to put a cloth over your eyes. I will guide you to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. If your legs are bent, straighten them out. Stretch your arms above your head. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. First one direction and then the other. Stretch one side and then the other. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Now hold your right knee to your chest and squeeze, and then straighten that leg out. Hold your left knee to your chest and squeeze. Now hold both knees to your chest and rock back and forth. Massage that lower back a little bit. When you're ready, roll towards the camera, towards the computer, using your lower arm as a pillow. We're going to stay here for just a minute. And while we're here, we're going to adopt an attitude of gratitude. We're going to thank ourselves, and our cells will thank us for coming today and moving our body. And just appreciate where you are, what you've done for yourself today, how you feel. And just take this moment for yourself. Sometimes it feels good just to be still for a few seconds. You can hear my birds in the background. So when you're ready, come on up to a sitting position and unmute yourself. Put your view on gallery so I can see all your pretty faces. I'm going to remove my spotlight. There we go. Okay. Well, hands to your heart. I want to thank you all for coming today and moving with me. Let's press our hands together tightly for just a minute. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. And then loosen. And we'll end the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Kathy. Good